In this part of the unit, we're going to go in depth into the eTag system. eTag and Web Dealer are now combined into the same web-based operating system. Temporary tags, which are used as temporary registration, are issued by licensed motor vehicle dealers and created through this eTag system. So we just covered this a moment ago. The various temporary tags include buyer tags, vehicle-specific tags, agent tags, and internet down tags, as we've covered here. So, I'm going to show you here how you're going to be able to print these up right from your dealership, and they'll be able to be assigned to specific vehicles. And the great thing about this, all this information can be imported from either eTag into Web Dealer or Web Dealer back into eTag. So it's going to allow you basically to create, maintain, and print your buyer, vehicle, agent, and internet down temporary tags, and it assigns the tags directly to the agent or the specific vehicle. You can also import your active buyer tags into Web Dealer to begin the title application with information that you're inputting here. So it's all automated. So once you sell this vehicle and you start logging through eTag or Web Dealer or vice versa, it's all interchangeable. So it makes it very, very easy. So also with eTag, you're going to be able to complete a vehicle transfer notification. You can report when you've removed metal plates from one vehicle and placed them onto another. You can delete, void, or reprint a tag, and I'll show you how to do that here in just a little bit. You can also make your online payments for any of these tags, very easy to use, and it'll even allow you to create these customizable reports if you want to keep those in your record. So, before I show you this, to begin using eTag, you need to have already created that user account. So remember, with Web Dealer, eTitle, and eTag, we're always going to use the exact same username and password. So, also as we're moving along here, what I'm getting ready to show you here is really a condensed version of the Texas Department of Motor Vehicle eTag user guide. And this user guide that we are going through here was released in April 2018, and this is version 1. So I strongly recommend that you always download the entire eTag user guide, which has even more helpful information than this overview and could actually contain updated information. So you can download that eTag user guide at texasdealers.com. Just scroll down to the very bottom there. And in this scenario, we would, instead of clicking on Texas Dealer Videos, we would click on Texas Dealer Manuals. So we'll always attempt to have links to the most current state dealer manuals. It's strongly advised to make sure that you always have the most current manuals, just in case the state ever makes any changes to any operating system such as eTag. So you'll always have the most up-to-date information. So let's go ahead and get started with the eTag system. And for the rest of this section, once again, I'm going to go ahead and magnify this so we can see these screenshots a little bit larger, and that's going to make it a little bit easier for you to follow along even after the class. And it also gives, once again, that advantage of not having to look at my head momentarily. Okay, so when we're logging onto eTag, we're going to jump on here, and we are going to use once again, we're going to use that username and the password that we've been using in the past here. So you go ahead and log onto that system, and in this scenario, we're going to click on eTag. And right there, well, it's a little bit different here. See the tag activity. I want to bring this to your attention over here to the left, okay? This is going to show the buyer's tags that you've issued, the agent-specific tags, the vehicle-specific tags, internet down, and voided tags for any mistakes. So keep that in mind here. You'll always be able to see all of your tag activity right there in the left-hand tag activity box. And in your account, make sure that is you every time, okay? So make sure that you got your P number there, and that is your actual account. And over to the right there, make sure that, that always shows your general distinguishing number category. So for this scenario, would be for a motor vehicle dealer. So let's go ahead. We're going to issue a buyer tag. So we're going to go here to the very top left. You'll click on tags and then click on buyer tag. And we're going to need to enter the VIN down here at the bottom. So you're going to enter the VIN of the vehicle that you're issuing a buyer tag on, and you're going to click search. And it's going to show you that vehicle. So this is all automated, as you see there at the bottom. This is a 2017 Ford, for example, okay? And it'll reconfirm that. It shows you a little bit more information. But on the next page, what we're going to do here is we're going to enter the owner's information that you see here. So you would put their name, their address, the city, state, their zip code as well. So that's the name of the person that you just sold that vehicle to. And then you're going to click next. And if there's a lien on this vehicle, you're going to need to enter the lien information. So if you're using that third-party lending software, they will always have given you their lien holder ID. So make sure that you have that, and you would enter that. And you can see there at the bottom screen, that's going to show after you have entered the lien holder ID if there is any financing involved on that vehicle. So if a customer's paying with cash, obviously, then you would just be clicking right through this with no lien. But if there's a lien on the vehicle, make sure and enter the lien ID correctly, okay? Now, this is a page we need to spend a little time on. You want to make sure that you have the correct sale date, okay? So that's going to be today, and sometimes that'll auto-populate. But over there to the right, you're going to see the exact expiration date. So as we said, these tags, they expire in 60 days. So you won't be able to enter an expiration date because that will be automated based upon the sale date, okay? They want to know if this vehicle is going to be exported. So if you are exporting this vehicle to another country, you would check yes. They want to know if this is a new vehicle. Well, by default, it's going to read yes, but we are used motor vehicles. So every single time on the sales information page, you're going to need to switch that over to no, because we're not selling new vehicles, unless maybe you're, say, for example, a licensed trailer dealer. Will this vehicle be titled or registered out of Texas? So everyone, if we're selling a vehicle to someone that lives in the state of Texas, then we would check no. But say, for example, you're selling it to a person that lives in another state. In that scenario, you would have obviously checked yes. So let's say this vehicle is not going to be exported. It's a used vehicle, and we're selling it to somebody that lives in the state of Texas. So you're going to click the little next button there. And now you're going to see a pretty extensive overview of this sale. At the top there in the dealer information, you see your dealer information along with your GDN number. You're going to see the vehicle that you just sold to your customer. Make sure that's accurate. You're going to see your customer's information. The purchaser is the person that just bought that from you, that vehicle from you. And you're going to see your lien holder information if there's a lien on the vehicle. And at the bottom, you can see that the vehicle is not going to be exported. In our scenario, it would not be new, and it wants to know where that vehicle is going. And over to the right-hand side there of the screen, you can edit any of those as well to correct anything that may not be accurate, okay? So what you're going to you've clicked the next button, and you've actually generated the buyer tag and the receipt. So it's been generated. So now we have three choices here. We can either print the buyer's tag, we can either just print the receipt, or what I'm going to recommend, obviously every time, you want to go ahead and print the buyer tag and the receipt at the same time. So right here on the next page, you're going to see that buyer tag that's been produced. So you'll just need to click the print button up there at the top. If the print button disappears, move your mouse a little bit over this, and that print button will reappear. But if you don't move the mouse for a couple of seconds, that print button will disappear. So move your mouse a couple times there to get it to reappear. And that is the actual buyer's tag that you'll be placing on the vehicle. And you'll also be able to print up your official buyer's tag receipt, okay? Now, I want to remind you, you've got to make 2 copies of this. Always make sure the customer has a receipt that's kept in the vehicle. And obviously, this is going to be part of our records as well. So make sure and get those printed up, and always keep additional copies of everything. As I've said several times here today, you're never going to have too many records. You'll never have too many records. Okay, so next, I want to show you how to issue a vehicle-specific tag. So this is a temporary tag that's going on a specific vehicle. So first, you'll check the tags box at the top left and scroll down to the vehicle-specific tag. You will click next, and you'll just simply enter the VIN of that specific vehicle. And like I said, always make sure your VINs are correct, okay? Make sure those VINs are correct, okay? And that's going to bring up that vehicle. And then you're going to be able to enter the duration of the tag. And as it says, it's maximum 60 days here. So, normally I hope it doesn't take you 40 to 60 days to sell a vehicle. When you have vehicles prepped and ready to go on the lot, I'm hoping that you sell them a lot quicker than that. But the maximum expiration date would be 60 days. So choose your expiration date there. You're going to click next. And now this is ready to be printed up as well. So once again, you can either print that tag, print the receipt, and I'm going to always advise to print the tag and the receipt. Okay, so now this is something that would be kept in your records because this is a vehicle-specific tag. Okay, so in fact, I would go ahead and put a receipt in your glove box as well. That's going to help you out as well. So next, though, I'm going to show you one that's going to be just a little bit different, and we're going to issue an agent-specific tag. Okay, so before we can issue an agent-specific temporary tag, and remember, this is one that's going to be basically used by maybe a salesperson or a general manager, we're going to have to add that agent into our administration section, okay? So what we'll want to do, Remember, we're the administrator, so we're always going to have access to all the web dealer and eTag and eTitle administrative actions. So at the very top there, you would click on the administration, and down here at the bottom, you're going to manage agents, okay? Because we're going to have to add that employee. We'll have to add that agent into the database here, okay? So first you'll have an opportunity to put their name and their last name, and it's not there yet. So you'll have to, over to the right there, click Create Agent, and you'll simply enter the first and last name of that employee of yours that's going to be using this vehicle, and then you'll click Save. And now, once they're in the system, now you can issue an agent-specific tag for that employee. So you'll click on Tags, enter agent-specific tag there, and it's pretty much automated just like it was. So we're going to do the number of tags that that agent is issued along with the duration. And then you assign those tags, and it shows you the tags that are being assigned. So if you want to, you can cancel the transaction, you can print those tags or print the receipts. And once again, I'll always advise go to the far right there and print all your tags and your receipts at the same time, and make sure that you've got copies of everything. One goes in a vehicle and one's going to go in your dealer record. So always making plenty of copies is going to be imperative. Next, I want to show you how to issue that internet down temporary tag. And remember, this is going to be a little bit different because we're actually going to order these tags in advance, okay? So we're going to order these tags in advance and get them printed up. I'm going to recommend to you, as soon as you get your dealer's license, to go ahead and jump on here and start printing up your internet down tags, just in case the web dealer system's down, or if they're doing system maintenance, or for some reason temporarily you've lost your internet access and you need to issue a temporary internet down tag to your customer so you can go ahead and complete that sale as per state law. You want to go ahead and have these on file, okay? So the first thing we're going to do, once we get our dealer's license, you should definitely jump on here, click on Tags, Internet Down Tags, and then you're going to request tag numbers on a specific number of tags. So you'll enter the number that you want to print up there, and then they're going to have tag numbers that are going to be assigned. And remember, those are basically going to be those temporary tags where you are manually going to print in the expiration date on each one of those tags. But one thing about it, we've got to remember, say for example, the internet was down or the web dealer system was inaccessible, you can go ahead and issue those internet down tags, but as soon as you get internet connection or as soon as the web dealer system is back up, then we're going to have to assign those tags to the vehicle that was sold. And remember, you've got to do this, as soon as your internet is back up, you have to make sure that you get the tags assigned. So we would jump back on here after the web dealer was up or after you've regained internet access, and you're going to click Tag, and you'll scroll down here and you'll click Internet Down Tag, Assign Vehicle. Okay, and we'll choose the tag number and we'll search for it, and you can put your VIN to search for it as well. Okay, and then it's going to show you the vehicle that you placed that on, and they want to know if it's a leased vehicle. And one more step here is just to ensure, once again, that you show the buyer tag information. Okay, that's going to be the person that you just sold that vehicle to. And then we'll see if there's any lien holders, once again, okay. And then it's basically automated, and you'll click Save, and then all of a sudden it's going to show you that that internet tag down number has been assigned to a vehicle, and now it's an official buyer's tag. Okay, so this is all automated in the system here. Makes it very easy for law enforcement, obviously, to track whether or not a person is driving a vehicle with a temporary tag has had that legally issued, okay? And so one final thing I want to show you here. I want to show you how to reprint a tag. So as I stated earlier, say for example, you sold a vehicle to a customer and maybe a couple weeks later they come back in and they've lost their temporary tag. You are actually allowed to reprint a temporary tag. But remember, these tags are only good for 60 days. So it would have to be within 60 days of the initial issuance of that tag. As I stated before, if the customer comes in, let's say 3 months later and they want to purchase an additional temporary tag, well, you can't do that. They're only good for 60 days. Okay, so if the customer has lost a temporary tag, then you can just jump right back on here. As long as it's been within 60 days, click on the tags and then go down here and click on reprint tag images, and you'll easily be able to do that. It's basically the same process there. So that's how you use your temporary tags. And everyone just, keep reviewing these videos, and that way you'll be maintaining your compliance. So in Unit 5, We covered Texas metal dealer license plates by law. We've learned that temporary tags can be vehicle specific. We've also learned that we can issue temporary tags that are agent specific. We showed the buyer temp tags and receipts, and then we went over the internet down tag and receipt and covered the eTag system extensively. So the eTag system is, remember, where you're going to jump on and print up those eTags and all the receipts that go along with them. So once again, if you would like to watch this video again, along with all the videos of this course, just go back to Texas Dealers and click on the Texas Dealer video link at the bottom of the homepage.